Okay?
Yes.
I'm gonna wait for him to
I
tell
don't
me
have
he's
to say
ready.
anything. You have a script?
Three.
Just go off the top of my head.
All off the top of my head.
Oh, wait. What are we looking at? Do we look
Either
at
one
the
is
camera?
good.
Or do I
This
look at
camera.
you?
This one's close up. So
Okay.
3, 2, 1.
Alright, so we're gonna make a praline caramel.
Oh, wow.
Okay? So I have 2 cups of sugar.
Okay.
I have 6 tablespoons of praline liqueur, again. And then I have 2 tablespoons of honey. And we're going to turn this on and let it sit. It only needs a couple minutes to start to melt, and you don't have to stir it all.
I was just going to ask you, so we don't need to stir.
You don't have to stir.
Okay.
It will mix up all on its own.
Okay. So as it heats up.
Low and slow with caramel.
All right.
So, this is my cousin Candice.
Hello, everyone.
We brought the cake, the bourbon chocolate cake, up here because we have friends to deliver it to, and Candice was nice enough to let me borrow her kitchen.
Oh, I'm excited to have you here. Yes, yes.
Because otherwise, this could have gotten. You don't want a cake to get smushed in transit,
Right.
especially when you're taking a 4-hour road trip.
No, you're taking all this time to create this wonderful
And this is
icing
the
and
filling, and then we still have to
Whoa.
do the bourbon buttercream to go on the outside.
Yeah, you can't transport all that. That wouldn't work.
No,
No,
no.
so I'm glad to have you here, and I'm glad to watch.
I'm so glad you let us borrow your kitchen. So we're gonna let this cook.
Okay.
It's gonna turn this deep caramel color, and then we're gonna add the heavy cream to it.
Okay, now when you add the heavy cream, will we need to stir it in? Oh, wow. So this is pretty simple and easy.
Yes.
Okay. This is my kind of recipe.
Yes, I love set it and forget it. Here,
Yeah.
put it in the pot.
Let
you
it
work.
go.
I'll come back later. You tell me how it worked out.
I like that. That's great. And this is the filling. So how many layers is the cake?
It's 2.
2 layers.
Mhm.
Okay.
Bourbon chocolate with bourbon buttercream on the outside, the praline caramel in the middle, and then covered in praline pecans.
Oh, wow. That sounds delicious.
I'm so excited.
But you get to deliver that.
I get to deliver it. I don't get
Yeah.
to eat it.
Have you had it? I mean, have you made it and tasted it?
I have
before?
made it, and yes, I have tasted it.
And it's
And this
delicious.
this is. I made this cake for Jeff and Brian, who we're going to deliver it to,
Mhm.
a year and a half ago.
Okay.
And they have been talking about it ever since, and they wanted me to drive up here to Dallas and deliver it, but having kids in school, it's really difficult to get up here,
Yeah.
especially during the week. So his birthday happened to fall on a weekend,
Okay.
because it's today. Is his
Oh.
birthday. So it fell on a weekend. We could make a road trip out of it. You were kind enough to offer us your home.
Well, that's perfect. You get the cake on your birthday and repeat customers. So
Yes.
obviously it was a good, that first round went really well.
Yeah, well, cake for me is really personal because it's your flavors. It's not just the decoration. I mean, decorations are great and they look pretty, but what flavors do you like? Because, like, my husband likes chocolate and nuts and marshmallows, and like Rocky Road is his favorite ice cream, so I've tried to recreate a Rocky Road cake. Yeah. And my sister-in-law loves cheesecake, so I have played around with cheesecake. I finally got one that she really liked this year for her birthday. My brother-in-law Sean loves Oreo cookies, so I make him an Oreo cookie cake that has this really rich buttercream with Oreos in the middle of it. So I just think that cake is it's a personal thing for me. It's not just, you can't just throw a random cake at somebody.
Right.
It has to be.
Well, I think it's great because you can have a birthday cake, exactly what you want, the ingredients you want, and you're not just
Yes.
like vanilla or chocolate. Which kind of cake do you want?
That's boring.
So what I have to do now is think about what I want you to do for my cake.
Yes.
I'm more of a purist though, so I'm gonna have
I
to
know.
try to stretch myself.
No, you don't have to. Just we do your purest flavors, and then we kind of
Add a little
twist
something to
Yeah.
it. I
Like
that.
Jeff and Brian are big bourbon drinkers.
Okay.
And so I tried to make every component have a little bit of bourbon whiskey flavor to it and then add it all together.
Right.
So what's your favorite flavor?
Well, it depends on what we're talking about. But from a cake standpoint, I mean, I like a good moist chocolate cake or pound cake. I really am a purist, so I don't have to have a lot to it. But I do like nuts. I don't know. I really have to think. 'Cause that's a lot of pressure.
It is a lot of pressure.
You get to choose the cake you want.
Everything you want in it.
See, it's like ordering. I mean, it's over the top of ordering a pizza, but you
It
get to
is.
get it exactly
Yes,
the way
you
you
get
want.
everything you want on it exactly how you want it. The toppings, the fillings, even the flavor on the inside of the cake. Like
Yeah.
for TJ, I made a chocolate cake, not the bourbon because she doesn't drink, but I made a regular chocolate cake with pecans cooked inside of it. And then I made a pecan ganache in the middle.
Yeah.
And a chocolate buttercream on the outside, and then drizzled it with, or sprinkled it with toasted pecans.
So like as I'm thinking now, I'm thinking maybe a chocolate cake, with maybe a strawberry filling in between the layers, with maybe slivered almonds.
Oh yeah.
How does that sound?
Oh yeah.
So
But you have
for
to
right
toast the almonds.
Yeah, you got okay.
Because raw almonds don't give
No.
you the same flavor. You
Yeah.
need to.
So right now
Yeah.
that's the beginning
I
of
like
my
it.
birthday cake. That's my starter.
Okay.
I'm gonna revise and edit and think about it some more, but
I
those
like
are some
it.
of the 3 flavors that I really
I
like.
like it a lot.
Okay.
Jonah is a chocoholic.
Yeah.
So his is 4 layers of chocolate with
chocolate.
mousse in the middle and chocolate buttercream on the outside and chocolate ganache and chocolate chips. And if you could find another way to put chocolate in
And
there,
a glass
he
of
would be
chocolate
happy.
milk to top it off.
His birthday cake is always this tall,
Oh
this big
my.
around,
All chocolate.
all chocolate.
Wow.
And I mean, kill you chocolate. But that's,
That's fun.
That's
And
what
when
it
you
works.
have a mom that can do it, why not?
I know, I feel bad for the woman he ever has to marry because she's going to be like, you want what? Okay, here's a chocolate cake.
Right. Let's call your mom. Now the $1 million question is, what's your cake? What's the Nanci cake?
So I'm a salted caramel fanatic.
Okay.
If I can get anything salted caramel, and then I like a little bit of crunch. So my cake is a chocolate with, I like to take chocolate cookies and crumble them up to give it the crunch on top, but
Yeah.
fill it with the salted caramel.
Okay. So I think that's a challenge for your viewers. They could come to you and say, hey, here's my specific type of cake that I want to do. What
Yeah.
can you show me?
Oh yeah. So I have a really good friend who has, I make a brown sugar cake,
Yeah.
and she puts fresh strawberries and buttercream in the middle, and that's her, she will die for that cake.
Oh, we're starting to get a little
Anytime.
bubble here.
I know.
Little action.
It's working.
Yeah.
It's trying.
I think that's pretty neat. I've never thought about that. My poor kids. I just go to the local store and I'm trying to figure out how many RSVPs I have to know what size cake it is.
My poor nieces and nephews are spoiled too.
Oh yeah.
Like Tommy's birthday, he got the big Mickey Mouse
Yeah.
cake with the ears and
everything is decorative and it's pretty, but you can eat it.
but you can eat it.
And it tastes really good.
So I feel bad for. At some point, they're gonna have to have someone else make them a cake.
No. It's set in stone. As a matter of fact, I think for our July birthdays, we're coming down to Houston and we'll
Yes.
submit our cake
Yes,
request.
I like that.
Yeah, that's great. Well, now we got definite movement
Yes, it's working.
here. So we bring this to a boil.
Mhm.
You don't have to stir it, and you add the heavy cream.
Yep, a cup and a half of heavy cream. It's gonna bubble up because anytime you add cold to hot, that's what happens. And then as soon as it settles, we're gonna move it over and add salt to it.
Okay. I think we got a plan.
All right, we're back from our barbecue lunch,
Yes,
which
delicious.
was really good. And now we're gonna make our bourbon buttercream.
Okay.
So I've got 4 sticks of butter in the mixer, which we're gonna turn on and mix until they form together. And we're gonna add 6 cups of powdered sugar.
All right.
Easy. 1. It's a family affair. I
Yeah,
like
family
it.
going on in the background.
They're playing. Last I was in there, they were playing the farm game, and Sean said, "You have lost $49 while we sit here."
See, I told you the money just ticks away. I think we're having more fun though making the buttercream frosting. It's 5, one more.
And don't tell Seth we made buttercream without him.
Oh, I definitely don't worry. I won't tell her.
He said, "Y'all did it all without me. You were playing. You didn't tell me you wanted to cook."
So now does your mixer have several different settings? Okay.
Goes up to 5, but if we turn it up, we will both be in a powdered sugar bath.
I can imagine. And I think this is the perfect setting because we're not getting.
We're gonna do up one more. That gets it
Yeah, you
perfect.
see it, yeah.
Okay. And now we are going to add 2 tablespoons of bourbon.
Okay. Bourbon.
Bourbon. And usually I would add vanilla, but I'm gonna add 2 tablespoons of our praline liqueur this time.
Okay.
Because
That
it's sweet
flavor
enough.
through the
Yeah,
liqueur.
and it's sweet enough. But that should.
Do the trick. Trying to get us.
Yeah. Accelerated too quickly. Slow that down.
Yeah.
Let all that incorporate. And then we'll be ready to ice.
Now mixer you have?
In fact, I had something that required a hand mixer the other day, and I realized that I got rid of my hand mixer when I got this, and I was like, oh.
See, I got you covered there. I have a hand mixer.
All right, so
Wow.
see,
That looks good.
that's all we do. Now what we're gonna do is, one of my tricks is to take just a little bit of the icing and spread it on the bottom of the cake board.
Is that to make sure the cake stays?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
So that when you put the cake on it, it doesn't move.
Nice
And
and
spread it
straight.
around.
Voila.
Yep. And now we're gonna fill this with caramel.
Okay.
Right. Can you make paper towel real quick?
Yes.
So what I'm gonna do is make a wall,
Okay.
okay, with the icing. So I have my piping bag. I'm just gonna scoop some of this out. If I were icing it with the same, if the filling and that outer icing were the same, you wouldn't have to do this
Okay.
because they're different. If I don't want the caramel to squeeze out the side, which we do not.
I get it. So you make a wall to keep it in.
Right. So you just put a roll up.
And just that quick.
Mm-hmm. And there we're done.
All right.
Now we're gonna put this in the refrigerator, let it cool, and let the icing set up before we fill it.
Okay. Make a strong wall.
Yes.
Got it.
So now I have that open star that I showed you earlier.
Okay.
And all we're gonna do is start at a point, squeeze, and go around.
And then come back in the middle.
Mm-hmm. See how fancy it looks?
Mm-hmm.
And all I'm doing is making circles.
So you're gonna do that on the top, and you're gonna do that around the sides.
Yep, and then we're gonna put those pecans.
pecans.
Right,
In the middle.
right.
Awesome. So now when you go do the sides, can I help? Is there anything I can do? Oh my.
Make a circle.
Ooh. Why don't I just
do it.
hold the cake at an angle?
I'm telling you, this is one of those that, first of all, you can't mess up. And if you do, I have a spatula. I just scrape it off and try again.
Oh my.
Try it.
Goodness
I'm telling you, you can do
gracious.
this. Anybody
so
can.
Much pressure. Look, it's not even coming out right. No, not gonna work. Nope.
Okay.
I'm glad we can't see that on camera.
We need to do
great.
how to hold an
Exactly.
icing bag. I gotta start.
We gotta start from the beginning.
Let's fill this up. And then we can do a tutorial on how to hold it. You want to hold it like a pencil.
Yes.
That's not how
That's
it's
all right.
Okay.
Okay, I'll watch you. So,
You hold one end,
okay.
twist.
Twist.
You are putting pressure with this hand
Okay.
and guiding with this one.
So putting pressure with my right hand and guiding with my left is the opposite. Uh-oh. There we go.
This moves it. This squeezes.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Left squeeze, right guide.
Yep.
All right. Oh. So, all right, icing already all over me.
It's okay. Icing is not an easy job.
No, that's
There you
horrible.
go.
You're gonna
It's
do
not
it
as
for
bad
me.
as you think it is.
Well, I hope the camera can't see this. It's horrible. So let's
Okay.
scrape and start over. I have icing everywhere now. Where's my towel? I will have to practice not on the cake. And then once I have it down, then I'll be able to move to the cake. But you do make it look very simple. I think I just need practice.
Well, I used to sit. Pudge will testify because it used to drive him nuts. I would sit with a icing board
Uh-huh.
and just make shapes
Do
of
it.
icing. He's like, "What are you gonna do with that when you're done?" I'm like, "Nothing. It's trash. You can't just throw away icing. Like it's
It's practice.
right. Nope. That's food. That's money."
I might have to work on it. I'll get it.
You will.
I'm a competitor, so I won't go down like this. You have to come back and I have to show you my skills.
That is always on the agenda coming
This is
next.
really pretty though, and so quick.
Yeah, I told you, it's such a simple thing, but it makes it look really elegant.
Yes.
So,
You just keep going.
and keep filling. And then you say a prayer that you don't run out of icing.
Uh oh.
I've only done it once.
So you have to just make some
Just
more,
make- yep.
make another batch.
Like a little half batch. This is where I will say my lazy Susan comes in handy
Yeah.
because it's
I
up
would spin
off,
it for you, but I don't want to.
well, and it's off the counter.
Yeah, it's up higher.
Yeah, you know, being 6 feet tall or close to it. One day, when we are independently wealthy, I'm going to build countertops for tall people.
Well, then that won't. Then I'll definitely have to have a step stool, step ladder.
It's okay. It's easy for you guys, for shorter people, to step on a step stool.
Yeah, so
Than it
we can
is for me
adjust because you
to
can't go
bend
down.
down.
Yeah.
I mean, you know what this does to my back? You know, you were talking earlier about going down steps. Whew.
Now that makes sense. We could have, I guess, put it up on the bar. It would have been higher for you.
Yes.
You're almost done.
Yes.
Hold on back and hold on ice.
Come on, icing. We can make
We got
it.
some back in the ice.
Together we can do this.
I think you're gonna be fine.
Yeah. There's not that much left, right?
Almost there. Done.
Done. And then we're going to take those beautiful pecans we made earlier,
Okay.
and not too many of them, because I know that
We've been waiting
people
for this
around here
part
have
to
been
see
eyeing them. How much is
gonna be
left?
Crunch
Crumble
them
them
up and spread them on top.
And the good part about the foil being on there is you don't have to wash
Now
that
clean
thing.
up. Or very little, if any.
And we're done.
Nice. All, voila. And I didn't mess up the icing because I didn't do it. It's very pretty. Stay focused.
Y'all
What
need
we
to have
doing?
this conversation another time.
What
This
we
is
doing?
food.